Talgueta afraid to shoot.
You know, this is what YU really needs right now, a little bit of a confidence going to the playoffs. This is a good team we're talking, and if YU can play like this going into the playoffs, you know, even on the road, I think YU can really you know, make some noise in the playoffs.
YU play the way YU play like this for the rest of the playoffs. I see no team taking them down.
Yeah, getting off to a little bit of a slow start from behind the arc, from the perimeter, but really picking it up. And that game started from really penetration. We saw Jordan taking it to the hole strong, Mike Berg taking it to the hole strong, Talgueta taking it to the hole strong. And really, that's going to open up their outside game. The question is, what is Jamal Stanley doing on the bench? You know, he is the heart of this team. And, you know, Old Westbury isn't Old Westbury without Jamal Stanley. So I don't know what's going on over there, but I hope he's not injured. I hope everything's okay with him.
And this is what the Skyline Conference teaches you. Anyone can beat anyone. There are no guaranteed wins.
Absolutely, and Oren, even tonight, it's only the first half. And, you know, like we said, the last time against Old Westbury, YU went on a run of their own in the first half, but Old Westbury answered. So we're going to have to see how YU can really hold this game for 36 minutes.
Absolutely. I believe looking back on it in maybe the first half of the game that they played at the Clark Athletic Center, YU maybe had a 15-point lead. Old Westbury went on a big run at the end of the first half to cut the deficit to 2. And then it was anyone's game just like that. And going to the line now to shoot a pair will be Bradley Eugene.
You're going to see Old Westbury now, I think, to close this half, take really good shots. They're not going to throw up bad shots. So YU's got to be disciplined with themselves and not pick up silly fouls at the end of this first half. It would be very bad if we had Berg maybe pick up 2 fouls and Judah or Jordan, you know, pick up some fouls late in this half. So we got to play just some fundamental defense.
Bradley Eugene splits a pair, and you know, Old Westbury, they're going to get ferocious in the post now, I believe. You know, only 5 team fouls on the max. They haven't even gotten in the bonus yet. Berg, nice move there. Can't get it to go though. Nice strong rebound there by Chris Monisser. Roland thought about the 3, kick it back out to Odell.
Berg's got to be careful there.
Taryn Roland now. Roland, floater, gets it to go.
That's a nice move. That kid's a lefty. He's a nice right-hand folder.
And you know, we continue to see the second unit of Old Westbury. Aside from Stanley, I think I only see one starter out there in Preston Powell. Katz now posting up, making his move. Strong move to the basket there by Donnie Katz.
That's an impressive
He is in beast mode.
That's an impressive move, man.
Powell for 3. Can't get the banker to go. Rebound to Hode. 38-20 max with about 5:40 remaining. Hode tees up Katz for 3. Donnie Katz, nothing but net. Got them all. And just like that, YU have a 21-point lead. Another turnover by the Panthers. Hode now. No foul there. Guetta able to keep it in. Katz will try again. Off the front iron. That really would have stoked up the crowd. Not on the other end. It's an easy layup for Stefan Odell. YU couldn't get back with their transition defense.
Yeah, that would have been a big shot there, but you know, you got to be careful also. You know, if you don't have your guards getting back on defense, you know, a game like this can get out of hand easily.
Berg now. He's watched tightly by Bradley Eugene. Finds Hode in the corner. Cohen. Lukens Victor is about to check back in. Hode. Shot clock winding down. Guetta. Max need ideas. Berg to the basket. Draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. And that's what the Max do best. They let the shot clock intentionally wind down, and then they find that extra pass down low or the wide open man to hit the big shot.
Absolutely. That patience is key. You know, getting to the paint right now tonight, YU is, I think, being very, very impressive here in the first half. Is there it's like their 5th trip to the line.
And also, one thing that YU are doing, they're not relying on the bulk of the scoring to go through Cohen and Halper. They're sharing the scoring load.
Absolutely. And that's what they're going to need, I think, going into the playoffs. Where they're going to need to really see a balanced offense.
We have a stoppage. We have Brandon Thompson checking in. And also, Isaac, I'd like to add, while Old Westbury made their run to the championship title last year in Skyline, they were the #1 seed, so they're going to want that again, you know. If they're a #3 seed, that's going to make their job a lot harder. They won't have that bye that they had last year.
Yeah, I mean, confidence is huge going into the playoffs. So a big game, a big win here for YU can really help them. And a 1 seed for Old Westbury going into the playoffs is huge. And having a home games throughout is very big. So if Old Westbury can really get that going into the playoffs, they could see a second conference championship appearance.
Berg no good on the first try. You know, Michael Hayom playing some big minutes. Dean Pianica.
I mean, interesting here with Elliott, you know, taking out Donnie, getting, you know, a little bit on a run. You see him taking him out. I don't know if Donnie's tired or what, but, you know, it shows a little bit of their depth. They're able to put Simcha Halper back in the game. Mike Hayom maybe could make some defensive stops here.
The take to the basket there by Roland. No good, though. Last touch off Hood will stay with the Panthers. And, you know, something I've questioned all year with Coach Steinmetz, a lack of a second unit. If you watch tonight's performance, there is definitely a second unit capable of lifting this team.
Yeah, but you mentioned it earlier. Like, we don't know who's going to be the second unit tomorrow night. And that's the big question for YU. You know, can they get consistency in that second unit?
And I think an illegal screen there by Preston Powell. Max ball. And, you know, it's a combination of YU playing really well on both sides of the ball and Old Westbury really not taking good care of the basketball.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think a lot of their offense has to do with their defense. And really it starts from your defense. They can get stops and really get, you know, some transition shots. That's going to be really hard for Old Westbury to answer back.
Good break up there by Preston Powell. Max ball with 15 to shoot, 4:11 left in his first half. A 20-point lead for this team. Hode looking for a teammate, finds one in Halpert. Halpert, good pump fake there. Nice one-handed pass there to Hode. He's able to collect. Cohen at the top of the key. Hode for three now. It's good. Jordan Hode rattles it home. Oh my goodness, why are you shooting lights out from three all of a sudden?
Yeah, like you said it yourself, you know, hard fall there. YU started the game 0 for 3, I think, from three. Now they're shooting 57% from behind their arc. With 8 made threes in the first half.
Only the 16 foul on the max, so it'll still be an inbound. One more and Old Westbury will be shooting 1-1. Same case with YU, one more Old Westbury foul and YU will also be in the bonus.
And Oren, what I notice here also, Judah Cohen, the leading scorer going into the game, has 1 3-pointer and only 5 points here tonight. And YU has 45 points in the first half.
I couldn't imagine it. I could not imagine it. Isaac, I got to ask you, though, any ideas maybe on this Jamel Stanley absence?
I don't know. I mean, we saw a little bit of a lack of intensity going into the, you know, I think it was after that, it was that offensive foul that he picked up. Maybe he might have said something to the referee, or maybe being unhappy with the coach. But you can see this coach wants to win this game, and I think if some of the Old Westbury players going into this game, they had a little bit of a lack of urgency maybe, and that can really upset the coach. This game means a lot to them, and when your leadership is not taking onus of responsibility and the responsibility to lead their team to a very important game, albeit against the Yeshiva team, you know, last game of the season, it's very, it's hard to see that.
And I understand that Jamel Stanley is on 2 fouls, but at the same time, this is getting out of hand.
It could be the fouls, you know, it could be the fouls, but I can't imagine that, you know, he hasn't been seeing the floor because of 2 fouls, especially a player like his caliber. He can keep fouls, you know, he can,
Rolling now, good double team there. Riles, now Thompson, good fake there. He'll take it to the basket. Denied by Mikey Berg.
YU's got to push it. YU's got to keep pushing this ball.
Cross-court pass to Hode. Thought about the three. Cohen from downtown now. It's good. Nothing but net. Judah Cohen. I am just in shock. I cannot believe this. And another block. But can't keep it in, unfortunately.
Oren, this is all starting from the defensive end. We saw there a great defensive, you know, help there by Mike Berg, pushing the ball, patient on offense, Jordan making the extra pass for that 3. And that's where it started. A lot of their points have been in transition or been, you know, end of the shot clock. That patience is really helping them out here. Look at that help defense.
Rolling now for 3. Cancels out Cohen's 3 with a triple of his own. Still 48-25. Max have a commanding lead with 2:50 remaining in this first half. Berg now. Good find down low to Guetta. He'll give it back to Berg. Cross-court pass. Hayone now. Guetta now. He's shot the ball well from downtown. Offensive rebound, Max. Cohen, he'll let it fly. No, not this time. Offensive rebound, Berg. Berg now, he'll take it in. Unlucky there. Strong rebound there by Brandon Thompson. Powell now for three. A little strong there. Long rebound of Taryn Rowland. Old Westbury will pick out a play, take their time here. You know, Victor, he wasn't wide open there. I think that pass was forced.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit too much of that for tonight for Old Westbury. A little a few unforced turnovers, and YU's really capitalizing.
And you know, Isaac, you talked about it with me during the pregame about how a win like this can jumpstart your playoff campaign. Not even a win, a demoralizing win could definitely jumpstart you for the playoffs.
Absolutely. If YU had any doubts about what they can do offensively going into the season or even defensively, this game should really be set the bar for them going into the playoffs. They can play with anyone. Look at this.
Guetta wasn't expecting the pass. Going the other way is Thompson. Good help defense there. Unfortunately, YU were called for the reach-in. He was in the act of shooting, so I believe Brandon Thompson will get 2 free throws. And it looks like Donnie Katz will play out the rest of this first half. Wow, Donnie Katz, he had a great shift. 2 of 3 from downtown. 3 for 5 from the field. 1 rebound and 8 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's very impressive coming from a freshman. Coming from Yeshiva League and playing for YU is not the same. And what he's shown this year has been a lot of confidence. And he's given Elliot Simons a lot of confidence in himself. And that's really helping this team this year.
And the Max shooting 50% from the field, opposed to Old Westbury 29, 56 from downtown to Old Westbury's 30. Just very lopsided. And also, we thought the rebound matchup was going to be very tough. Why you are taking them on in the rebound category?
Yeah, that's got to be huge.
Guetta, no good there. Rebound to Rowland.
I mean, we see Old Westbury's leading rebound is not even in the game.
Preston Powell, nothing but net there. He cans it. And if Old Westbury are going to have any way of getting back into this game, it starts with Preston Powell's beyond the arc shooting.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen that a couple of times. In transition, early 3, they haven't really been hitting them. But if they start to get those to go right now, with a minute 15 seconds left in the first half, they can get on a little bit of a run of their own and cut this 19-point lead down, maybe to 10.
And Preston Powell, he doesn't even think about the 3. He just, I'm beyond the line, I'll just take it. Shot clock winding down. Hayone. Good technique there. Can't get it to go. Brandon Thompson now for 3. It's good. Nothing but net. And just like that, Old Westbury are chipping at this lead. And that's what we talked about in the last game. Old Westbury, they got on a little bit of a run to cut the lead and gain some momentum going into the second half.
Yeah, this is going to be important for YU to really close out this half. A good possession here is going to be very important for them.
Code. Hayone calling for the ball. Foul there. Hayone will shoot 2. 36.2 on the clock. A good idea there of YU going 2 for 1, Isaac.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the intention, but I heard Elliot saying get a good shot, and that's very important. Going into the second half, YU right now.
Crowd is silent as Hayone's about to shoot his free throws. Good on the first.
Going into this second half right now, YU has taken the same amount of free throws they've taken all game last time against Old Westbury. So, I think that's got to make a difference. It shows that YU's really been attacking tonight.
And 1 of 2 there for Michael Hayone. Rebound there for Lukens Victor. About a 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Powell now to the basket. Strong move there. Rebound to Hode. Hode taking on Thompson. He's going to beat him. Cohen for 3. He'll let it fly. It's good. Judith Cohen got them all. About 5 seconds remaining. Old Westbury got to hurry. Riles from way downtown. It's contested. off the mark. And the halftime score, the YU Max 52, the Old Westbury Panthers 32. This had to be, Isaac, the YU Max best half of the entire season.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta hand it to them.
I'm not playing, but thank you.
I gotta hand it to them. It's been a really all-around stellar offensive performance. And when I mentioned earlier that Jude only had 1 3 and I think 5 points, he scored 6 points to close that half, and that really shows you what this half has been about. Very balanced offense.
He exploded towards the end of this half, and you know, if you're playing well defensively, you're taking some of the scoring load off Cohen, and Cohen is still on fire. Nothing's going to stop you in this game. Your halftime score, the YU Max 52, the Old Westbury Panthers 32. We are going to go to a halftime break, but when we come back, Isaac and I will recap the first and bring you the second right after this. Welcome back to the Max Stern Athletic Center. Oren Glickman alongside Isaac Merwis. And Isaac, one word to describe that half for the YU Max. Unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. Great performance there, on the offensive end and on the defensive end there from YU. Oren, really, they're playing all around. You're seeing the bench. You're seeing starters really put up numbers. Very impressive performance there in the first half.
And you know, if Old Westbury are going to have any shot of getting back into this game, I would think that Jamel Stanley is going to start the half, as we're seeing right now. Both teams going to original starting five. And you know, Stanley, he'll have to stay out of foul trouble and possibly have to go the distance if Old Westbury are going to win this game.
Absolutely. You know, Old Westbury down 20 points all in right now here going into the second half. Jamel Stanley sat out the majority of the first half there with 2 fouls. I guess the coach didn't want him picking up that third foul at all, so he didn't even put him in. But Old Westbury's job right now in the second half is going to just try to cut the lead. As they say, 10 and 10. They're going to try to cut the lead to 10 points with 10 minutes left to go, because, you know, as you know, there's no 20-point shot. So that's what the coach is telling them, to really try to cut this game down.
Great nifty reverse move there by Dean Pienica. He is locked and ready to go. Quick foul there by Jordan Hode.
I mean, the scout hasn't changed, and you got to keep Jamel Stanley out of the paint. He hasn't done it in the first half, but he's back in the paint. He's back in the game right now, Oren. And YU's really got to be careful with him.
Powell now from deep, no good. And not the start Old Westbury we're looking for, Isaac. Berg now. I think he got stripped there by Powell. Kick it back out to Halpert. Halpert at the point. Cohen, watched by Riles. He's going to take on Riles.
I mean, Oren, that's the type of aggressive play you want to see YU come out with in the second half. They're not settling for shots and really running down the shot clock.
And, you know, YU, Isaac, up 22. They can afford to play with the clock.
Absolutely. You know, I'm sure Coach Steinmetz told them that in the half, in the locker room, really make Old Westbury work on defense, and they're going to keep taking it at them. That's been opening up their looks from the outside.
Pienica, he's going to take on Riles, and he's going to win the battle. Dean Pienica off to a hot start in the second half. It's Powell, defense chance starting to erupt here in the Max Stern Athletic Center. Stanley Baker, last touch off Baker, another Old Westbury turnover.
Yeah, Berg there showing a little bit of his quick feet on defense, being able to slide with him, get in front of the defender, causing him to lose the ball.
56-32 YU. Hode tees up Pienica. Hode now in the corner. Good find to Cohen. Extra pass to Halpert for three. Way off there. No sweat. Halpert brushes it off. About a minute and a half into the second half. YU, they have to find a way to carry that momentum of the first half into the second half. It doesn't automatically come with ease. Especially when you have Jamel Stanley on the court there. Stanley able to keep it in. Simcha Halpert. Great effort there by Halpert.
Or another turnover there by Old Westbury. They really got to start taking care of the ball.
Hode. Stanley on him.
See what they're doing here with Stanley on Hode. They're hoping to put Stanley on...
Unnecessary foul there by Mikey Berg.
Yeah, we got to keep Mike off those silly fouls. But Stanley guarding Jordan, I think the coach for Old Westbury there is, doesn't want Stanley to pick up another foul. So I guess he doesn't think Jordan's gonna, draw so much contact there on offense. So we'll see what Stanley can do now on the offensive side. He can really turn it up.
Let's see what Old Westbury's approach there will be here. Nice wicked crossover there by Jamel Stanley. Didn't really materialize into anything as Riles kicks it back out to Odell. Quick two team fouls there by the Max. So maybe that's what Old Westbury will attempt to do in this half, Isaac. Maybe they'll try to get more aggressive and try to get those team fouls early and get it done at the free throw line.
I'm hoping YU really sticks to their defensive assignments and plays with their feet.
Powell,
help defense.
Odell, extra pass to Stanley. Odell passes up on the three. Baker from the baseline, a little too strong there. Cohen will calm things down here. Halpert sets up Berg. Nice find to Hode, extra pass to Cohen. He'll let it fly. Can't hit.
That's a good look.
Odell off his foot.
Great defense there by Judah. I mean, Judah's always good with his hands there on defense. Great rebounder for his size. He's really got great instincts there on the court.
Not even 3 minutes into this half, and I think that's already the third turnover committed by Old Westbury.
Yeah, and YU's got a couple fouls, though, so YU's just got to be careful.
Maybe Old Westbury will start to go press now. Time is of the essence.
We saw them pressing in the first half. It wasn't really helping them. I mean, YU was able to play at that pace. Really, I think that kind of led to YU's high-powered offense.
Once again, we're seeing the court vision of Mikey Berg to Dean Pienica. Count it and the foul.
And more than anything there, RN, Jamel Stanley just picked up his third foul. So we're going to have to see now, what the coach does.
The score is so lopsided. A 26-point deficit. I think you need to have Stanley play with the three fouls. Feel free to disagree, Isaac.
Oren, I think you're right. No, I think you're right. I think you got to keep him in there, and they just got to play at this point. But I just got to say it from the YU end, Oren. Deep Pienica has YU 7 points in the second half tonight, and that just shows about their balanced offense.
Speaking of the devil, it's Stanley. Strong move there. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Berg.
Notice how YU's constantly pushing the ball.
Nice ball handling skills there from Berg. Guetta now. Here's Hode. YU playing very smart basketball. Berg going strong. Called for the offensive charge. That's his third. Mikey Berg. A bit of foul trouble himself. Donnie Katz will take his spot on the court. And Isaac, Old Westbury, like I said, they've had their way with YU for years. I don't think YU beaten them in in 2-3 years, this would really be a big statement win for them. It'll be a wake-up call for them, saying they can beat the best of the best.
Absolutely. Beautiful help defense there by Tal Guetta, or it looks like they called an offensive foul. I think that's Stanley's 4th foul.
I believe it was charged against Riles.
Okay, I'm mistaken. Yeah, but this would be a huge win for YU. I mean, irrespective, Oren, of the playoff, of the momentum going into the playoff, but yeah, YU played Old Westbury 3 times last year and once this year, and hasn't come out on top yet. So this would be a great win for them against a great ball team.
Cats now with possession, electing not to play in the post. Looks like he's going to go down there now. Hode, shot clock winding down. YU need an idea here. Wicked crossover there from Cohen. Can't hit though. Rebound to Stanley. He's got to watch his back. Cohen was going to look for the steal there. Preston Powell all the time in the world to shoot from 3, and he cans it.
And this guy looks like Powell. This Powell guy looks like their shooter, their number 1 shooter, because he's been putting up a lot of threes tonight. Not all have been falling, but really putting up the ball.
There's a turnover there for Jamel Stanley. Has Riles if he wants him. He'll take it himself and he'll lay it in.
It's gonna be interesting here to see what Coach Steinmetz does. You know, just a little bit of a run here by Old Westbury now.
He's electing not to call a timeout. He thinks his 22-point lead is safe enough for the time being. Pienica. Good take there. Can't get the roll. Wow, great effort there by Dean Pienica not giving up on the play.
Who else? Yeah, very impressive. Dean Pienica attacking the paint. 4 layups here in the second half.
And now count it, and the foul for number 24, Stanley Baker. And he'll go to the line and try to complete the 3-point play.
Yeah, we're at the 15-minute mark, and you know, you gotta be careful. You know, you don't want to send Old Westbury to the line, Oren, because you know, with the clock stopped and Old Westbury putting points on the board, like as you said earlier, you know, the clock is on YU's team. YU wants to burn that clock, and with the clock stopped, going to the line, that's not what YU wants.
Old Westbury, they have struggled mightily at the line. Cats now blocked by Stanley Baker, getting it done on both ends of the floor. Stanley now pushing. He draws contact, and he'll go to the charity stripe.
Warren, you just saw what he does best. You know, he gets to the line. In the first half, YU did a great job getting back on defense and really just contesting the shot, making him take bad shots. And you know, we're gonna have to see in here in the second half if YU is gonna send him to the line to the charity stripe for some freebies.
Stanley on his first. No good. And Michael Hayone going to check in for Donnie Katz. Short shift there for Donnie Katz. And you know, aside from, that was Stanley's first free throw miss of the night, I might add. Empty trip there for Jamel Stanley.
You know, you gotta keep in mind, Oren, YU's says 16 fouls right now, and there's still 15 minutes left to go in the half.
Old Westbury must take advantage. They're gonna claw their way back into this game. Hayone, he traveled. And you know, Isaac, should YU get the job done and pull off this phenomenal upset going into the playoffs, you can't celebrate too much.
Absolutely, Owen. And I don't even know if this game necessarily is just about a win. I think YU really wants to win big here tonight, because it's not about just coming up with the win, but it's about going with, you know, momentum on the offensive and defensive end going into the playoffs. So if YU lets Old Westbury back into this game but comes out on top with a W, I don't know if YU's going to be too happy.
Stanley now going to go in strong. Good help defense again by YU.
That's great defense.
It'll stay with the Panthers, and they'll have a fresh 30.
I mean, you know where the ball's going. It'll be nice to see if Michael Hayone or one of the help defenders can really step up and take another charge on Stanley and give him his 4th foul.
Now, Jordan Hode, he doesn't get them often. He's flirting with a double-double, 7 points and 7 assists.
Yeah, Jordan, Jordan's going to bring that consistency on offense, that he controls the offense well, finds the open man. Very impressive. His development as a player.
Definitely the only player on this Max team to play all 4 years. Only player remaining from the Johnny Halpert era. Riles trying to tee up number 24, Stanley Baker. Another turnover.
Yeah, I mean, I had the privilege of playing with Jordan for 2 years, and he really shows.
A tip-in by Michael Hayone. YU, they just don't give up.
Jordan really just shows improvement every day. Comes to practice ready to work, and every season he's come back working on his game.
And calling a timeout is Stefan Odell. 13-14 remaining. 24-point deficit.
Absolutely, that's what Coach Steinmetz wants to see. You know, guys really crashing the glass, and these bigs. You know, that might be YU's weak. That might be YU's weakness, the front court. And if YU can have bigs like Michael Hayone and Donnie Katz really, you know, bring a little bit of body off the bench, attack the glass, they could potentially, you know, do some damage in the playoffs.
And you know, Purchase, that's the team they played in the first round. They only met once this season, being the Purchases in the other division. It was a 79-77 win for the YU Max. And also, I think it's a combination of YU, maybe I would slightly favor them because of that matchup where they came out on top, but we've seen YU, they really struggle away from the Max Stern Athletic Center.
Yeah, it's not easy on the road, and the playoffs is a different atmosphere. So hopefully they can bring some of the YU student body over to play to cheer them on. I'm curious what Coach Steinmetz is going to do now. You know, YU trading baskets a little bit back and forth with Old Westbury. I think he's going to put back in Mike Berg. They want to really hold on to this lead and maybe even, you know, build it up.
And Old Westbury, they're going with their original starting five. You know, aside from Stanley, you know, you have to wonder, is there a lot of fatigue maybe with the rest of the guys? And at the same time, if the result stays, they're playing on Tuesday night, so they might want to take it easy somewhat.
Yeah, I guess the coach is going to, again, we're trying to get to that 10-10 mark for him. So with 13 minutes to go in this half, the coach is probably going to play, you know, strategically there to, you know, feel out what the score, what the game looks like, and then go accordingly.
Powell, he's got to get going if Old Westbury are going to get their way back into this game. Riles, shot clock violation, max ball.
Yeah, Oren, nothing really going Old Westbury's way tonight.
And that's not the play Coach Tomlin wanted to see coming out of the timeout.
17 turnovers tonight for Old Westbury, and YU's really been capitalizing on those turnovers.
And believe it or not, YU one more board than Old Westbury. That's Old Westbury's strength. Berg, Hayone going hard to the basket. Old Westbury got all ball, but can't keep it in. 22 on the shot clock, max ball. Cohen will inbound. Old Westbury, they have plenty of team fouls to give. They're only on 3. YU obviously taking their time. Cohen. Kianika now with the ball. Thought about the mid-range jump shot. Doing what he does best now, attacking the basket. Able to tee up Hayone. Unlucky there, can't get it to go. Ball eventually falls to Riles, and here comes Roland. Odell, Stanley, not known for three-point shooting. Can't get it to go there.
That was a great pass by Deep Hand on that earlier possession.
Cohen, Guetta now in the corner. Tal Guetta, what a valuable player he is off the bench. And that'll be the 4th team foul on the Panthers. At the same time, Isaac, Coach Steinmetz, do you think to yourself that this lead is safe, that I don't want to risk the health of my players and maybe I should bring on some bench players?
Oren, I imagine Coach Steinmetz is really thinking, you know, build this lead as much as you can. Like I said, you know, this is a momentum game. If YU can get a 30-point win tonight, going into the playoffs, that's going to be huge for the morale going into practice this week, and hopefully down to Purchase.
I know there are no bookmakers in the Skyline Conference, but who could have called this? Stanley now.
Another turnover there for Stanley, and YU really cracking, you know, closing in on defense once he gets into the lane. You see it.
Berg will pull it out.
Well, he's got to be patient here on offense. Really run the clock in no rush.
In direction to his teammates. Berg now with the ball again. Guetta in the corner. Thought about the three. Hayone.
Great patience.
They're going to wait for that extra pass with the shot clock winding down. What they do best. Picked off by Terran Rowland. Stanley's not open. He'll have to go himself. Count it and the foul. What a take there by Terran Rowland.
Yeah, he's been quite impressive tonight. He's been one of their only offensive studs on tonight for Old Westbury.
And Simcha Halpert's going to check back in for Dean Pianica. So they have three starters out there: Simcha Halpert, Judah Cohen, and Mikey Berg, and two bench players: Tal Guetta and Michael Hayone. Rowland to complete the three-point play. Yes. And now the lead is down to 21, approaching the 11-minute mark. Berg. Guetta. Cohen. Blocked by Stanley. Cohen wasn't expecting that. Still had possession, though. Berg, shot clock down to 10 now. Hayone loses the handle, fight for the ball, eventually won by Old Westbury. Stanley now. And a smart foul there by Tal Guetta.
Yeah, smart foul definitely stopped the layup, but now I think Stanley going to the line now for a 1-and-1. While using the penalty for the rest of the half, and we got 10:45 left to play.
Jamal Stanley, 2 of 10 from the field.
That was that last offensive possession for YU. Judah Cohen was getting his three blocked by Jamal Stanley. I've watched Judah play for a lot of years now, and I've never seen his shot get blocked. He's got a quick release, high release, and that was a very impressive defensive play there by Jamal
Definitely
Stanley.
shows a lot about the defensive prowess of Jamal Stanley for sure.
Absolutely.
Stanley at the line for 1-and-1. Good on the first.
Again, Oren, this is not what you want. You know, this clock stopped, 10:45 to go. Old Westbury a little time to gather themselves, to catch their breath, and they have the ability to crack into that lead.
Stanley again. You betcha. It's the friendly roll there. And they'll go press. Let's see if Jordan Hode can sustain it. Needs help. Berg got to get across the timeline. Finally do. And now they can slow it down. Play a little with the clock. Berg now posting up on Odell. A little bit of a mismatch. Guetta. Why you doing what they do best? Winding down the shot clock. Got to find the extra pass though. Guetta, he'll force it. Stuffed again by Jamal Stanley. I'd like to take this time to thank the viewers who've chose to watch us instead of All-Star Saturday Night. You must really love the YU Max. Berg got to get it off, hits rim. A nice fight there for the rebound. Old Westbury will have possession.
Oren, you'd be surprised the amount of devices people have today to get that split screen going.
Well, hopefully they connected their computers to the television and have the All-Star Saturday Night on their iPad. Rolling now. Stanley now. Stanley, wow, Hayone, he's not falling for it. Going down to 10 now to shoot. Victor. Hayone called for the blocking foul. I thought he was outside the restricted area.
Yeah, that's a questionable call there, Oren. I thought he was there early. Maybe he was in the restricted area, so that could have been the problem there. But again, Oren, we're at we're at 9:50 left to play, and Old Westbury again is at the line with a chance to cut this game to 15.
17.
I apologize.
So Old Westbury could get it down to 17. That's the closest they'll get all half, I think. The halftime score was, I believe the halftime score while you were up by 20, or 52-32. Victor now for his second. Big free throws there by the big man, Lucas Victor.
Something I'm curious about, Oren, is Coach Steinmetz. You know, I don't know if he's aware, you know, with the timeout situation. You know, they don't carry over certainly to the next game, but I'm curious how he's going to be with his timeout calls going into the playoffs. And you see in this game, you know, does he call a timeout if Old Westbury goes on a little bit of a 5-point run or something like that, or does he let his guys play?
You never know what Coach Steinmetz. He's very unpredictable. Simcha Halper counted on the 3.
There you see it. You know, why are you not letting Old Westbury go on a little bit on a run?
And Jamel Stanley's called for traveling.
You know, maybe Coach Steinmetz is just going to let them play.
Isaac, at the same time with YU, you know, they approach every opponent differently. So with Purchase, you might not have the same game plan as you did with Old Westbury.
Absolutely. Or one thing, you know, from my experience with Coach Steinmetz, he does a lot of film and a lot of preparation for his team. So whatever it is, he'll have the scout down pat for his guys, and he'll have them study it. So that's for sure. The question is, you know, can YU, you saw early in this game, their threes weren't falling, but they didn't stop shooting and they didn't stop playing defense. And I think that's going to be the difference maker. See Kevin Boker here.
Stanley struggles continue at the line. Kevin Boker, he had a great cameo where he hit that big 3.
Yeah, it's nice to see him get another touch on the floor here in the second half, because that's always good as a freshman. You know, when you show your coach that you can do something positive on offense and then get back in the game and get another chance out there in the game. Great for your confidence.
1 of 2 for Stanley. That was the first time YU were not able to sustain the press. Old Westbury will elect to go again. This time they do it magnificently. Pienica, not known for his 3-point shooting. He'll play a little bit with the clock.
Yeah, YU wants to really run down this clock, get a good shot at the end of the shot clock. They're in no rush right now. The clock's on their side.
Berg. He was looking to do a spin move. I saw it before he did it. Able to find Cohen. Cohen, Boker. Guarded by Stanley. Cohen, he'll let it fly. Can't hit. Fight for the rebound. Won by Roland. Nice bounce pass to Stanley, and he'll lay it in. And YU, now it's really starting to look like they're tiring out Old Westbury. But Jamel Stanley, you can never count him out. Another turnover, another forced turnover by Stanley. A little ill-advised there. The bank is no good there. I think Coach Steinmetz is looking to call timeout, and he does so with 8:09 remaining. YU up 66-49. And what do you think that timeout was about, Isaac?
I'm not quite certain what Coach Steinmetz was calling that timeout for, but I like it. You know, Old Westbury has not been able to get it below 17-point lead tonight, and right now we're at 17-point lead by YU. And Coach Elliott wants his players to know that there's 8 minutes left to go in this game, and you can't let Old Westbury go on another run. You gotta keep, and you can't stop playing offense, especially. You can't be hesitant to shoot that ball.
It's a very tricky situation for Coach Steinmetz because, you know, you're playing in 3 days' time. You don't want the worst to happen, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Coach Steinmetz, he's going to play everyone. He's going to play to win. He's not going to just play to win, but this is a big game for them going into the playoffs. So you're going to see him play, I think, till the end of the game. He's going to really play like it's a tight game. But it'll be interesting to see how the players respond now, being up 17, being up the entire game to close this game. So I'd like to see how the YU Max come out right now to close this half.
8:09 remaining. Is there enough time for Old Westbury is a better question. Right now, Old Westbury are also playing in 3 days' time with a home game. But at the same time, you don't want the worst thing to happen to their players too, particularly Stanley. Picked off by Old Westbury again, and here they come for another fast break opportunity. Travel by Lyle Riles. Jamel Stanley not happy with that turnover.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Jamel Stanley take that one to the hoop. You know, in transition, he's very hard to stop, and an unforced turnover there again by Old Westbury.
Kanika now. Now you're you're seeing YU with 4 starters and Boker. That's got to be quite an honor. Another defensive stop there for the Panthers. Rowland trying to set up Stanley. The pass was deflected and eventually stolen by the Max. Pienica. Berg is going to take it. Illegal screen by Boker. I believe that was the right call. And Old Westbury, they're now in the double bonus, Isaac.
Yeah. I'm actually interested about that foul. They count that as a team foul, or they were in the double bonus before that?
I believe it still goes as a team foul, though you don't go to the free throw line.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think Old Westbury right now, their coach is telling them to just cut it to 10 and then go from there. Because you can't look at this as a 17-point lead, or else you're never gonna get past it. You got to just cut it to 10. Hope there's still some time left on the clock. Maybe 5 minutes to then cut that to 5. But nothing's falling for Old Westbury tonight. Why are you really playing impressive defense?
Lucas Victor couldn't buy that one. And it's 4 out of starting 5 out there for the Panthers. Actually 2 bench players in Monisser, and a good strip there by Victor, able to get it to Rowland. And here he comes. Stanley ahead of him. He'll take it himself. Nice strong move there by Terran Rowland.
Great finish.
And my question is, Stanley, obviously the best player on this Old Westbury Panthers team, he's out there. But Preston Powell, a big part of the outside shooting, is on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, their 3 hasn't been falling tonight, and they're looking to maybe get some defensive intensity to lead to some turnovers and maybe, some interior scoring. But if they're going to want to come back in this game, they're going to start hitting some 3s.
Great move off the glass there by Berg. And Pianica's called for the blocking foul. Jamel Stanley will go back to the line.
Pianica a little shaken up there.
Slow to get up.
Looks like that was a knee to knee.
And Jamel Stanley, he's accomplishing what he set out to do going into this game. He's getting to the line now, but it could be too little too late.
Yeah, I think you're right, Oren. I think, with 6 minutes left to go, with YU putting up the numbers that they've been putting up, unless Old Westbury can get a stop on defense, I can't see them coming back into this game.
It'd be very hard to see YU throw this game away. 6:07 remaining. Stanley at the line for the first. You betcha. And Michael Hayone, I like that move now, coming in for Kevin Boker. He's going to try to stifle Jamel Stanley now and limit the trips to the line, I think.
Absolutely, Oren. You see this Michael Hayone, he's the type of kid, he's going to be playing, whether there's 6 minutes left, whether there's 2 minutes left, he's going to be playing, doesn't matter how much they're up, he's going to be playing like it's a tight game, and he's going to bring it defensively, so that's going to be great to see. Maybe give Jamel Stanley his 4th foul.
Watched by Mondesir. Needs help, gave up his dribble.
See Old Westbury overplaying a little bit, passing lanes here.
Even if Old Westbury don't come out on top, you definitely got to try to finish strong to gain some momentum heading into the playoffs for them too.
Absolutely. This will definitely be a little bit of a wake-up call for them going into the playoffs if they don't win this game. But yeah, this could be important for them to close out strong here.
And I believe if the result holds, Old Westbury will be hosting St. Joe's of Long Island in the first round. Nice move by Berg. Nice little finger roll there. Mondesir.
Well, Mike Berg here, last 2 times, the last 2 trips down the floor. Old Westbury cuts to 15. Mike Berg with a nifty offensive move.
Rolling now for 3 off the front iron, no good. Mikey Berg, as you said, on a little bit of a mini run himself. Halpert loses the handle.
Well, he's got to be careful there.
Rolling now. Watched by Cohen. Cohen gives up the foul. Roland will shoot 2 at the line. So as I was saying previously, Old Westbury looks like they'll be hosting St. Joe's of Long Island in the first round at the Clark Athletic Center in Long Island. And St. Joe's of Long Island, that's not going to be an easy game for Old Westbury. They split the season series. St. Joe's won the first matchup, and the second matchup that Old Westbury won a few days ago, they only won by 1. So anything can happen, as we said in the Skyline Conference. Yeah,
I'm hoping that Old Westbury's going to, after tonight's game, really, shake it off and really just bounce back strong. Hopefully get Jamel Stanley going in the playoffs, because I think that's their only hope if they're going to make a run.
Rolling good on his first. 1 of 2 there. Rebound goes to Michael Hayone. Approaching 5 minutes left in this game. 70-54 to the YU Max. You cannot have asked for a better time to get your best win of the season.
Absolutely. Senior night, home game.
Halbert has a look, he'll let it fly. No good. Stanley now taking on 3 Max players and ultimately winning the battle. Jamel Stanley, even when he's on an off night, he's that good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were expecting to see tonight from Jamel, but YU's really been slowing him down. Now this lead cut to 14.
Stoppage by the refs. And 4:35 remaining, Isaac. As you just said, 70-56. Old Westbury, they still have a shot to make this look respectable.
Absolutely, and a 14-point game. That's not out of reach. If YU doesn't take care of this ball, we might be seeing a close game here at the end.
I really have to give a lot of credit to these coaches, really going all out with their regular starters, because now it's kind of a done deal where who these teams will be playing. I mean, YU, they were the 5 seed automatically going into this game. They will be going on the road against Purchase on Tuesday night. With Old Westbury playing for the 1 seed, they get another turnover. Roland unlucky, can't get it to go. He'll get 2 more free throws, and he'll try to cut this deficit to a dozen. 4:32 remaining. I might have spoken too soon.
Yeah, and the clock stopped again, and they're at the line to cut this lead to 12. I'm wondering what Coach Simons is thinking. Maybe they had a comfortable 17, 20-point lead this entire game practically, and now this lead could be cut to 15, 14, 13.
Roland missed his last 2 free throw tries. And his second, you betcha. 70-57 YU now. Old Westbury continuing to press. It's working according to plan. Hode finds himself in a trap. Now Berg finds himself in a double team. Hode's got to hurry, and he gets bailed out by the foul.
That's only Old Westbury's 5th foul, so they still have 2 fouls to give.
Absolutely. YU, they plenty of room to get Old Westbury, excuse me, they have plenty of room to get aggressive with this team. It's going to work according to plan. Their team fouls are limited, and they need to get the ball back. And, this 5 has been working for Coach Bernard Tomlin.
You see Old Westbury now going out with double team, on the ball handler. We'll see trying to get some turnovers here to really, to pick up the game.
YU playing very smart with the ball. Old Westbury really upping the tempo. In and out there by Cohen on the 3. Old Westbury, as I was about to finish my sentence, really upping the tempo defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, YU not shooting nearly as well as they did in the first half, with 52 points in the first half, only 18 here in the second half.
It's rolling now.
Well, I'm curious what you think, if you think that's has to do more with Old Westbury's defense or YU's
I'd say a little bit of both.
Slowing down the game a little bit.
Stanley now. Got another great offensive rebound. Lyle Rouse from way downtown. Can't get it to go. But another offensive rebound for the Panthers, and they'll reset. Roland now. Trying to set up Victor. And a really dumb foul there by Victor. Only the 16th foul, though. 1 more, and YU will be in the bonus.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough with Old Westbury, really trying to cut this lead, and they didn't seem to have anybody on the perimeter that can really hit the 3 ball. You see them, YU checking in, Dean Pianica checking back in. He seems to be doing okay with his knee. I saw Coach Simons telling him to really get some smart possessions, as we see the last couple of times trying to just get through this press has been tough for them. You'll see Jordan now pull the ball back out to try to work the clock.
Nice play there by Hode. Yeah, very well played. Berg. The court vision of Mikey Berg. Halpern for 3. You betcha. Simcha Halpern drains a triple. And that could be an ultimate dagger for this Old Westbury Panther team.
Yeah, that was a must-needed shot there, Oren, because last couple possessions, YU had some good looks by Judah and some other players, but they couldn't get it to fall.
Preston Powell now finally back into the game, as is Stefan Odell. Powell, he never thinks twice. Takes a three. Strong rebound there by Odell. Can't put it back, though. And a strong rebound there by Dean Pienica. Pienica will go to the line and shoot free throws. And another stoppage by the refs. And Stanley's down on the court, and that's something Old Westbury definitely don't want to see. Brandon Thompson looks like he's going to take his place. Jamel Stanley able to get back up. Hope it's nothing too serious.
Jamel Stanley going to the bench now. And you gotta imagine that Old Westbury's looking ahead to their matchup against St. Joseph's.
You know, Old Westbury playing without Jamel Stanley, that's like the Chicago Bulls playing without Michael Jordan.
That's like the first half.
Yeah. That's a player they can't afford to lose. Pienica now at the line for 1-on-1. No good. The lead is still 16, insurmountable if you ask me. Let's see if the Old Westbury Panthers can prove me wrong. Defense chance still going strong here in the Maxton Athletic Center. Powell able to tee up Lukens Victor. Kick it back out to Thompson, and he'll go to the line and shoot two. As we have a stoppage in play, I'd like to tell the viewers back home to stay tuned for our post-game show, as Isaac and I will interview the graduating seniors, Mikey Berg, Jordan Hode, and Dean Pienica.
And I guess now that we have a stoppage in play, I'd like to give a shout-out, if that's appropriate.
Go right ahead.
To my wife at home, Sophia, and my parents watching the broadcast now.
In fact, now that you mention that, I'd like to thank Isaac's wife, Sophia, for letting him get some time off and doing this broadcast with me. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah,
and Isaac, I know you were going to kill me. You're going to kill me for doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. For our viewers who don't know, Isaac played 2 years for the YU Max, and he really worked his tail off, gave a lot to this program. And, you know, Isaac, we had a lot of fun together. You being on the team, me working for the team. And, you know, ever since you got married and tied the knot, we haven't been able to hang out as much. So this broadcast really meant a lot to me. So I want to thank you for taking a lot of valuable time off to do this broadcast with me.
Interesting. So that's what this was all about. Just hang out. You could have just asked, Oren.
Oh, believe me, I know you have the talent too.
We can go to the Garden, catch a college game together.
Let's just say Mike Breen and Jeff Van Gundy don't compare.
As long as, you know, Sophia permits, of course.
Thompson now, good ball handling skills. Lukens Victor with the throwdown. And Mikey Berg, a little risky pass there if you ask me. Able to get it to Halpert though. Old Westbury, they are not giving up with the intensity on defense. Got to give them a lot of credit there.
Yeah, 2 minutes left to go here. You know, a couple of turnovers, and Old Westbury can cut this to one. Did you get it?
Mikey Berg doing what he does best.
There you go. Just I spoke a little soon, you know. Just when Old Westbury thought they had a little bit of a run going, Mike Berg again coming in the clutch.
What a nice move there by Thompson. Can't execute though.
Stays with
Can't convert on the follow. And wow, Old Westbury will be called for the foul.
Oh, I think that was a timeout there by Mikey Berg. A little tiptoeing there on the baseline.
What a heads-up play there by Mikey Berg.
A little senior night acrobatics.
And you know, Isaac, we said this will most likely be YU's last home game of the season. Pretty much, they need to win out, and they need St. Joseph Long Island to win out to host the Skyline Conference Final. It seems very unlikely. The chances seem bleak. So this is definitely a great win for YU to go out of the Maxton Athletic Center for their last game of the season.
Absolutely, Oren. And for these seniors tonight to really put a stamp on their 2, 3, 4-year career here at YU, this is a great feeling to go out, you know, on top at home.
Well, the ironic part is Jordan Hope's the only 4-year career senior here.
Right, I think we have a 4-year
Mikey
senior.
Berg was 3 and Dean Pianica was 2.
Correct, right.
Though Dean Pianica did use his eligibility elsewhere with his 2 years, Mikey Berg, I think, only played 3 years of college ball.
Can we potentially see him again next year?
He has the eligibility. Maybe we'll pressure him during the post-game interview. You can see tonight this team really relies on his leadership.
I think a 5-second call there by YU. Couldn't get the ball in.
A little carelessness you don't want to see at the end of the game.
Old Westbury inbounding the ball into their own hoop with a minute and a half to go. I mean, 14-point lead, but we'll see if they can get a score and a stop.
Could get a little interesting. Time is really running out, though. Powell.
Gotta have a little bit of a sense of urgency here.
Thought he'd shoot the 3 there. Monisser, good take.
As it's been all night, great defensive stops by YU.
Wow, what a great find there. Down court from Hode to Halpern. He'll put it in. And we are officially at the 1-minute mark. Chance erupting down at Baxter Athletic Center.
With his 8th assist, really fabulous night, controlling the game.
Balanced that line from Jordan Hode. Great last game from Baxter Athletic Center. Looks like YU will play a little keep away now. Fans are getting up, applauding this team for their performance.
It all started with that first half offensive performance and the defensive end.
Maybe an unnecessary foul there from Preston Powell. Halper will shoot 1-1 now. And here come the reserves. Tyler Hode, Kevin Boker. Looks like Kyle Guetta will check in. And you know, great move now by Coach Steinmetz, so our seniors can be applauded.
Absolutely.
I'm going to applaud them myself, even though I'm not allowed to be biased as the broadcaster. Or I don't like to be. 35.6 remaining.
I mean, YU's right now just got to take this game and hopefully use it to propel them into the playoffs, especially on the road.
You know, we will see if we can broadcast on Tuesday night. No promises. We're going to try our hardest. Please stay updated on YUMax.com with the latest. Hopper connects on his first. He'll shoot a second. Dan Palayoff and Ariel Sokol going to check in for some time.
I think it'll be appropriate for you calling me out unnecessarily, for me to call you out. For all of you viewers out there who are viewing your first Max Live game or you've been here in the past, Oren puts a lot of work into this broadcast, you know, behind the scenes, during the games, and Starachek coming up just a couple of weeks. Oren really pours time and effort into the production side, everything from A to Z. Really, Oren's really around the clock, been doing a lot. So I gotta hand it to Oren. It's been very impressive to see how much you've invested into this broadcast.
He's being modest, folks. Monisser for 3. That's good. And the lead's down to 15. And it looks like Guetta will try to dribble out this clock. Be a little silly now for Old Westbury to foul. And it looks like that'll be the final score. 5 seconds remaining. The crowd again applauding the YU Max. And the final score, the YU Max win their last regular season home game, 79-64, as they go into the playoffs on the road against the Purchase Panthers. We are going to wait for our 3 seniors to join us in the booth for a quick interview, but for now we'll be taking a quick commercial break. Back.
One second. Time out. Sorry.
Welcome back to the Max Athletic Center. Over in Glickman alongside Isaac Mervis. Just waiting for our seniors to get ready for this interview.
How's your photography? Thank you. All right, let's go, Troy. Thanks, Troy. What's up, baby? Good, Troy. Let's do this. At Hill Valley, we're keeping them waiting. Thank you. Let's do this.
Welcome back to the Max Athletic Center. Over in Glickman alongside Isaac Mervis. We are here with the big three, the phenomenal seniors, Mikey Berg, Dean Pienica, and Jordan Hode.
My bad. Time out. Sorry.
Guys, first of all, congratulations. A win that nobody saw coming. You know, what was the game plan going into this? Because, you know, if you play like this, I see a Skyline Conference championship in your future.
I hear you. Well, I'll say that we played a really good game at Westbury. We just kind of fell apart in the end. So I was telling Jordan all day that I really think if we play our game that we could do something like this, and it was cool to do it on senior night. It really was.
And you know, Old Westbury, they're a team that have had your number the last 2-3 years. I can't even remember the last time you guys beat him. Also, Jamel Stanley, he's definitely had his way with you guys, especially on the glass. What was the plan, maybe to get him in early foul trouble, which was the case in the first half?
Talk to this guy.
We actually got him into a foul trouble, but it was a great effort by the team. We all stopped him. We all played great D and across the board. So as long as we play good defense, I think we're good.
Now, guys, I want to put you on the spot now. You're seniors, you're graduating. Big Mike, let's start with you first. You know, 3 years with the YU Max. What has this whole experience been for you to come to YU? I know you were all over the place with Arizona, maybe Baruch for a short
Yes,
span.
not maybe.
It's been great. I don't really know.
Oh, God.
We love my Derek. We love our guys.
This is what I have to do it.
5 years.
Is there any way we can get a fourth year?
I don't think so.
Let's put you on the spot. We know you have eligibility.
Talk to my agent, please. I can't answer questions like this, but I've been lucky to play here. I got to play with some older guys like these and some clowns like these, but it's what makes playing here great. You got really good guys on the team.
And
Get this guy to work.
I'm taking him last. I'm taking him last. All right, best for last, with all due respect.
No, I agree.
And Dean, question for you. You decided to use your last 2 years of eligibility to play for YU Max, for the YU Max. What was this whole experience for you like? I'm sure you loved it, every minute of it.
Yeah, it was great. I actually met like amazing people, like friends for life. It's like a big old family right here. Feels amazing to play here in New York, and it's great. It's been great. Great 2 years.
And now let's bring it back to the one 4-year player, the only player remaining from the Johnny Halpert era.
Oh, yeah.
It's Jordan Hode.
Thank you.
You know, Jordan,
Don't make me cry.
You know, for the viewers back home, Jordan, you and I have a history. We go back since day one. We pretty much grew up together. And, you know, from all the success I've seen you have with the Frisch Cougars and all that, you know, you never played with both Justin and Tyler. I think this was actually your first season being a teammate with Tyler.
True.
So this had to be maybe your favorite season in all of basketball.
It was incredible. Honestly, I've played for 4 years now, and this year haven't played with better guys. I couldn't be happier to finish my season with these guys right here. So it's really been a pleasure.
And you know, guys, Purchase Panthers on the road on Tuesday. You guys did beat them in the one matchup you played in. This is going to be a question for all of you, 79-77. And you know, I noticed if you look at your road record, it's a little bit inferior to your home record. How do you bring the home support of the Max Stern Athletic Center with you down to Purchase on Tuesday?
At the end of the day, we just need to stick together. You know, when we play our kind of basketball, we play patient and good defense. There's no team in the conference that can beat us.
Agreed.
100%.
Defense first. Bring defense travels. They always say that, and you bring defense on the road, we'll be all right.
Guys, congratulations.
Thank you,
Phenomenal
thank you.
win. Probably the best win of the season heading into the playoffs.
Thank you.
And good luck. We hope to see you.
Thanks for what you do.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Hope to see you.
covering us.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
Don't forget about the cameraman.
We hope to see you take the court 3 more times to win us the Skyline Conference
Hey, a fourth
Championship.
time. We're going to go to the tournament.
All right.
Hey, thanks a lot, fellas.
That'll do it for this broadcast. For Isaac Merwis and the rest of our crew, I'm Oren Glickman. Thank you for tuning in. Keep up to date on YUMax.com regarding Tuesday night against Purchase. Till then, goodbye for now.